Hey there my dudes, I'm Laddie and welcome to another video. So in this video, I know I recently made a video called I'm non-binary, maybe, and I got such a really nice response from that. Loads of people in the comments feeling sort of the same way about how, like, being a bit more open about gender and things like that. So I still haven't put like a label to it, and I don't think I want to. Like, I still see myself as a trans man, if that makes any sense, but I was just saying how, like, sometimes questioning gender is chill. You can be a bit more open about it. You don't have to, like, specifically put any labels on it. Because of that, I got quite, like, introspective, you know, thinking about all these kind of things. And so I made a list of things that I'm euphoric about when it comes to gender euphoria and things I'm dysphoric about when it comes to gender dysphoria. And it made me realize how, like, happy I am in this current state at the moment. So if any of you guys are feeling, like, concerned about, like, not concerned, but, you know, questioning your, like, current gender and things like that, this might actually help. And it might be such a basic thing, but I've never really put it down in words or thought about it too much in, like, a list before. So I thought this was quite interesting to write down. So let's get into it. I also saw quite an interesting comment on one of the last videos. I'll try and find it and put it somewhere here. And it basically said, like, for example, cis people, they don't usually have to think about their gender in such a critical way. So sometimes as soon as you get comfortable in being transgender, question your gender and question if you're non-binary and question this and that, because you're just used to being gender critical. So as soon as you're comfortable being feminine, you think, oh, this must be something to do with my gender identity. So there's that option, or there is just the option that you yourself identify as non-binary or don't want to identify or give your label to your identity at all. Okay, so I have a little list here just below clothes I want list, just ignore that, of, like, dysphoria versus euphoria. And nowadays, which I found really good, it was harder to find the dysphoria ones than it was the euphoria ones. Which is really good. It's a good progress, but I did manage to, you know, make still a list, because there's always going to be something. We'll start off on dysphoria because I know it's usually the first thing for a lot of people that comes to mind in their own life. You know, you always think, for example, I might have got so many positive comments on the last one, but you always think about, for example, that one negative comment. Like, I got one negative comment, that's the one you usually, like, think about. I don't know why it is, but the first one is when I forget to pack or I don't pack and I've got, like, a flat crotchular region. I was walking down, and this is actually the first one I put in this, is because this was the first thing that made me make this video. I thought about how I was walking down the street, I just had my joggers on, I was just popping to the pharmacy, and I had, like I didn't pack. And so I looked down, had a flat crotch, and was like, oh, what if people, you know, I don't like how that looks or, you know, feels or whatever. And then I was like, oh, what if people in the pharmacy see that and then think I'm not a dude? Like, these kind of things go through, like, trans men's head all the time. So therefore, the opposite of that, I get euphoria when I pack. If you don't know what a packer is, if anyone's new watching, subscribe. You know you want to. And also, packing is where you put something in your, like, underwear or something, you know, in your trousers, so it looks like you have a bump, like a penis. And it can be either a prosthetic packer, which is like a small dick-shaped thing, or it can be like a sock, which is what I usually use. So packing, whenever I pack, I do it when I'm working out by myself in my room. So, like, that makes me euphoric, not even just based on other people seeing it, often it is as well, but based on me just, yeah, being in my room, being by myself, and I like how it looks and feels. So the next one is dysphoria. Again, so it's baby face, no facial hair. So my facial hair isn't exactly like, but it's, like, gotten much better. But when I shave, that's when I feel absolutely, like, dysphoric. I'm just like, oh no. It's like the worst thing. I like refuse to shave nowadays. I'll shave it a tiny bit, like, neaten it up, but I won't shave it all off. If all my facial hair's gone, then, you know, it really doesn't help with passing and things like that. I know I've got, you know, other things to help me pass, but so therefore the euphoria is facial hair. So I've been doing a kit, a grooming kit that makes me grow extra facial hair, which the whole process, I've been doing this for like almost 2 months now. The whole process, when it gets to 2 months, will be out soon. But it has really helped me grow like facial hair. Can't see it on camera at the moment, but like in person you can see there's so much more facial hair. Okay, so I guess I get a bit of dysphoria on my like hips slash like love handles area, I guess. I still have that sort of thinner waist, and like I can probably show you. I still have that like, you know, thinner waist, and then I get just, you know, little bits here, but you know, it's not too bad, and I've definitely been like trying to lean up a bit, so as soon as I lean up a bit more, like that is going to change, obviously. So on the other hand of that, I've really liked what I've got recently with like a bit more muscles and a bit more muscular tone. Like if I zoom out, got like more shoulders and more like here and things like that. There's still a lot of room to go, but at the moment, like my favorite thing to do at the moment is fitness and improve on that, because that, when it comes to like gender euphoria and stuff, that gives me a lot of gender euphoria. It kind of, which might make not much sense, it kind of merges in with the next thing. The next thing of dysphoria is height. And so I'm 5'5", maybe 5'5", 5'6", maybe. Probably 5'6" in shoes at least. And so like I am a shorter guy, and so sometimes I think, oh, with my stature and my, you know, all that kind of stuff, like I'm quite small, then it can make things a bit more obvious and not help with passing and things. Linking on with the muscles thing, I actually like makeup, right? So makeup makes me actually have gender euphoria. Don't know why. I don't know if it's me being like, oh, I can pass and still do makeup. I have no clue why, but I have gender euphoria when I do makeup. Like genuinely, like I just feel so comfortable in it. So the other day I was at a party and I had makeup on. I will show you the look here. I had makeup on. I also had like a shirt like this and some, you know, my arms out, and so I was like, I really like the look, the really masculine body shape with the shoulders, and obviously I have a lot more to go, but the shoulders and muscles and things like that, but then also having makeup on, and I really like that mix of masculinity and femininity. Obviously one of the things is euphoric is my deeper voice. Yeah, my voice is way much deeper now compared to what it was before.
It's the 18th of the 4th of April 2018.
The only thing that makes me dysphoric about my voice is my voice inflection. I don't think I've quite learned how to, like, I mean, some people like would speak just like this, you know, some guys will speak in the bottom of their throat, and mine is much higher in my mouth. I don't know if it's just from me being taught in private school, like how now brown cow, like the way we should speak, but you know, that's something I kind of wanted to do a video on as well. I thought it would be interesting, but the inflection of my voice and how it's with like what you get taught as like a woman to speak, if that makes any sense, when you have a higher voice. It's a very interesting concept, but I just wanted to say, not everything that's opposite to making me feel euphoric is what makes me feel dysphoric. So for example, being masculine makes me feel gender euphoric. So when I look masculine every day, when I go out in mask clothing and this and that, and I look like a more masculine like guy, that makes me euphoric. But as I said with makeup, when I wear makeup and when I'm going out looking feminine, that also makes me euphoric. So those are kind of things that aren't opposite, you know. Obviously one of the things I've got to say is my flat chest. I had top surgery like quite a while ago, and now if I just, why not? And now like my chest here, it's healed so well. I'm starting to try and grow some muscle on here, but it's hard. And that's one of the things that I honestly, best money I've ever spent in my life was getting top surgery. And so having a flat chest and people being able to see that gives me so much gender euphoria, because I remember most of the dysphoria was in, you know, me having a lump from like binding and like, you know, or if I didn't bind that day. So I'm so happy I've got a flat chest, a lot of gender euphoria. I think the last one with dysphoria is I have a small head. Like if you can see from zoomed out, I have like a tiny head. Probably why my shoulders look bigger than they actually are. Like I just have a small face and head, like, which makes, you know, which is rather woman's trait to have in people's eyes, and so I often, you know, it adds to that small guy look. I don't like that. However, with Euphoria, I do have a bit more of a defined jawline and a bit more of like my face has like a bit more angles to it, if that makes any sense. I really like that. So I like how it's like turned out, especially with my facial hair, defining it even more. That is, yes, thank you. And last one, random things. There's so many random things that can happen, but in the street in Britain, being called mate, like, oh, you right, mate? Basically, not many girls in Britain get called mate from like random passers-by on the street, like, oh, you right, mate? Oh yeah, that'll be £3, mate. So in Britain, it's kind of like in England at least, when you get called mate, it's kind of like a little nod to you being a dude. And so those things, those kind of little things, or like passing as a dude, they make me feel like euphoric. And obviously I've mentioned the dysphoric ones. I can't remember any more at this particular point. Maybe my small hands, I don't know. My hands are okay, they're growing, but you know, they're still, I mean, I guess they're the same as the rest of me. I've got small head, small hands, small in height. Anyway, that's what I had to say about this. Yeah, I mean, being skinny and stuff used to make me dysphoric and things like that, and being like a smaller person, which is why I've been bulking and things like that. And that's why I was so glad I made this list. And so glad I made this video, because it made me just appreciate what my actual transition has done for me. And I haven't sat down and thought about, because you don't think about things that used to make you feel dysphoric, really, while you're euphoric now. So things that used to make me feel dysphoric, as I mentioned before, like my higher voice, my not flat chest, no facial hair, all these kind of things. So I'm just glad I made this list, because it made me realise what the transition into like has actually done for me. And I still think, like, at the moment I'm still like, oh yeah, I'm a trans man, but it's nice to be a bit more open about gender, to the idea of questioning it. I'll keep you guys updated, but you know, I'm gonna stop speaking about this particular thing of gender and the non-binary thing for now, because I've just made 2 videos on, you know, gender and dysphoria and euphoria and things. So the next video is going to be a video I did with my dad a little while ago, reacting to some silly videos, to some like transhumanism and things like that. And I have a few more videos filmed, but just let me know in the comments down below if there's any more you'd like me to talk about this, any more you'd like me to discuss when it comes to this topic, and I will happily do so. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. You know you want to. I've got more videos on the way, and yes, I know I've mentioned this for like my entire time. I do actually have science videos on the way. I just need to film them. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Click that notification bell down below so you can see my future videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.